Hello, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. We are Dr. Dondee Marci Nettles, and we are your presenters tonight. And oh my goodness, do we have some amazing information about a do-it-yourself wellness project where you can literally activate your cells inside your body. What? Seriously, stay tuned. We got great information. And we're going to share with you a stay-at-home business opportunity for you to create your own economy so you don't have to leave your home and help someone else create theirs. True story. But before we get into the information, let us share with you a little about who we are and how we became your presenters. As I said, my name is Dr. Dondee Nettles. I was a family wellness chiropractor for many, many years. And toward the end of that career, I was also an AM talk radio host. My passion is to empower people to take responsibility for their health and be their own health advocates. And it was wonderfully successful for me. We had the fourth largest chiropractic practice in the state of Arizona, seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week. And on my radio show every Saturday from noon to 1, we're on the AM radio waves in 2 different stations here in the Phoenix Valley of over 5 million people. And I absolutely loved it. The problem is that I wasn't able to be a daddy to my children. I had a 3-year-old son and a newborn daughter at home that never saw me, because the 80 to 90 hours a week that I spent outside my home pursuing my career was alienating them and turning them into strangers. And it just didn't work for me anymore. And when I saw the information we're going to share with you, it came at that crossroads time for me, where this gave me the ability to remain in my wheelhouse and remain passionate about helping people be their own health advocates, but also how to create their own economy. And a little over a year after seeing what we're going to share with you, I was able to sell my practice, cancel my radio show, and be a home-based entrepreneur and full-time father. And in doing so, I met the most amazing human being I've ever met, my beautiful wife, Marci. We combined our businesses, combined our families, and now we run a business that serves over 20 countries from here, our home office.
Yeah, there's so much that is possible, guys, but it all starts with people wanting more, right? Like you heard from Dondee's story, is he was looking for more time with the people he loves and cares about the very most. For me, LifeVantage actually found me at my darkest point. I had been a police officer for almost 10 years and I loved it. I was making great money and I felt like I had a great purpose. But in August of 2009, I was in a car accident on duty that ended my career that fast. It left me with a brain injury, several herniated discs throughout my spine that required surgeries, and left me unable to be a police officer anymore. I also couldn't pay my bills the way I was used to. I went through a divorce of a marriage that was struggling and we lost a house. And at the same time, my kids were teenagers and mom was never really present for them. And so I ended up pretty depressed and on more prescription medication that had warning labels on them that said may cause suicidal tendencies. And I actually had 4 suicide attempts before very dear friends of mine were introduced to this information that we're going to share with you tonight. And they thought of me. And I am so grateful that they did, because when I saw it, I had hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident that I could get my mind and my body working at a higher level, that I could take control of my life and pay my bills, and that there could be a greater purpose for me being here on this planet. So I said yes. I started using these awesome products and got results pretty quickly, which got me really excited to share this information with more people. And it just grew and grew and grew. And in the process, we met, we blended our families, and now we have this purpose of looking for people that are looking for more, just like we were, more time with the people that we love and care about, maybe taking control of your life and paying your bills, or having a greater purpose, or wellness is something you're really looking for. Guys, if any of that resonates, you are absolutely in the right place. And we are so excited to be the ones that get to share this information with you about this amazing company called LifeVantage.
Before we get into the information, we need to share this with you, is that there is no promise or guarantee of success. Results may vary, as they say. And the reason for that is you will get out of this what you put into this, like anything else in life. There's no free lunches and there's no promises or guarantees. However, we will show you how possible it is and give you very specific examples and allow you to decide whether or not you're willing to do your part with the predictable results we'll show you.
Yeah, but what if we told you that you could actually flip the switch and feel better and do more in your life? The thing is, it's a fact that we're being hijacked every single day by the food and water that we consume. How about by the environmental pollutions and products we use? How about personal relationships or habits that we have? And then there's technology. Even this that you're watching us on right now is changing the way your mind and body works, and even your moods. Did you know that there have been 85,000 chemicals introduced since the Industrial Revolution? Well, guys, you really cannot eliminate these or get away from them. And all of this is what is dimming the lights inside of you. What does this feel like? Well, maybe you're getting sick more frequently because you have a decreased immune system, or you're feeling that forgetfulness because you have brain fog or sluggishness. Or how about a bad mood or lack of motivation, increased stress around things that never used to stress you out? And then fatigue. Do you ever catch yourself checking your watch and wishing you had that extra 15 minutes for a power nap? Well, if this sounds like you are definitely not alone, because what's really happening inside of our bodies when the light is dimming is called oxidative stress, mitochondrial decline, or decline in sirtuin activity, and so much more. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't even understand those first three things. What are you talking about? And you say there's more? Don't worry, we're here to share with you information on these things because science has already discovered that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. So, what if you could leverage those genes with a flip of a switch? Would you do it?
I hope so, because your genes are powerful. They deal with things like oxidative stress. Maybe you're not familiar with the term, but you've seen it in action. You've bit out of an apple and it looked like that. You set it down, came back a few hours later and it looked like that. It turned brown. Well, that's the oxygen in the air stressing the flesh of the apple. Well, every single time you take a deep breath, the same thing happens to you. The difference is, though, your cells fight back the way an apple can't. Your cells produce their own antioxidant enzymes, but even this great solution slows down over time as we age. That was until we isolated the switch. It's called the NRF2 pathway, and the 5 natural ingredients of Protandim NRF2 Synergizer literally flip the switch inside your cells, allowing your genes to express themselves and reduce oxidative stress by an average of 40% in just 30 days by producing these antioxidant enzymes. That's how powerful your genes are. So Protandim NRF2 inside your body activates the switch, removing the age-related relationship of your cells and oxidative stress, thus reducing your oxidative stress by an average of 40% in just 30 days. That's powerful. Well, how powerful is it, and what is the scientific community saying about this pathway? Well, this is what the researchers at Washington State University said. NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. That's how powerful your genes are when they're activated. What you're seeing here is the graph of the production of these antioxidant enzymes inside your cells throughout your life. From when you're born, you start to grow, you reach your late 20s, then you start to age. And then every decade following, those production of enzymes gets less and less. That was, again, until we isolated the switch. The NRF2 pathway. So with activation coming from Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, literally gives your cells the ability to produce those enzymes the way you did when you were a child, regardless of how old you are. That is a scientific breakthrough, but don't believe me. Go to pubmed.gov and research it for yourself. This is the largest database of published research in the world, where prestigious medical universities like Harvard publish their findings in prestigious medical journals like the Journal of the American Heart Association or Free Radical Biology and Medicine, just to name a couple. Just look at the list. That list you see on the left and the right of that screen is a one-off. This has never happened before. When a finished product, a natural product, has been researched so extensively and the data published in medical journals like you see there, never happened before. Now, these discoveries of these pathways, what are they and how powerful are they? Well, we asked ourselves, are there more and can we influence them? And we discovered there are. the mitochondrial switch and the sirtuin switch. And let me explain those to you. The mitochondrial decline is like what happens when your brain says, hey, let's go for a run. And your body says, nope, not today. Nothing left in the tank. Because mitochondrial energy is like the batteries in an electronic device. When the batteries go dead, nothing happens in the electronic device. Well, when your mitochondria start producing their own fuel to fuel those cells, the same thing happens. But we isolated that switch too. It is called the NRF1 switch. And with Protandim NRF1 Synergizer and the 5 natural ingredients inside, it literally flips the switch back on inside your cells and allows the NRF1 gene to express itself 70% more efficiently. That means to you more energy for your cells to do what you're calling upon them to do every time you call upon them. That's how powerful. So mitochondria is like the power plants that make the energy. Well, when you take Protandim NRF1 Synergizer, it's like recharging the batteries inside your cells, giving them unlimited ability to do what you need them to do and expressing the NRF1 gene by an increase of 70%. To you, it means you have energy when you need it. That's powerful. Now, when your cells burn that energy, it creates cellular debris inside the cells, which if unchecked, it backs up, and then the inner workings of the cells slow down and get gunked up. Well, guess what? Your genes have the ability to handle that too. It's called sirtuins, like the garbage men inside the cells, taking out all the debris, restoring natural function. The problem is that process slows down too. That was until we isolated that switch, the NAD pathway, and the 4 natural ingredients of Protandim NAD Synergizer flip the switch inside your cells, and your genes express NAD by 100% increase in just 24 hours. What does that mean to you? Sirtuin activity cleans up the cells. The inner workings of the cells start to become functional again. And when cells start to function again, they communicate and control things in your body again, which means wellness to you in increasing this gene expression of NAD by 100% in just 24 hours. So clean up the inner workings of the cells and restore cell function, restore cell communication, recharge those cells with the energy that they need, and reduce oxidative stress all at the same time. What do we call that? Number one, we call it do-it-yourself wellness, but the product line is called Protandim Tri-Synergizer. If you look at the gray bar graphs on your screen, the NRF2 on the left, NRF1 in the middle, and NAD on the right, the increase in the gray bar graphs is what happens inside your cells when you take that one product by itself. Look at how amazing those results are. But look at the blue bar graphs. That's the synergistic effect of taking all 3 products, flipping all 3 switches at the same time. Look at it starting with NAD. Increased cellular function with increased cellular energy and removing the oxidative stress environment in those cells. Unbelievable what you get the end result. We call it do-it-yourself wellness. So the question to you, are you ready to flip the switch and get your supporting positive mood back and helping with healthy longevity? Or how about having mental focus, clarity, concentration? Or how about better mental and physical energy and an inflammatory response that works the way it's supposed to and a cardiovascular system that's optimized? All of that together inside your cells, regardless of how old you are? Yes, that's powerful. That's called Protandim Tri-Synergizer. And when you order that, you get free shipping with a 30-day, absolutely no questions asked, money back guarantee, literally for less than the price of a latte per day. So how valuable is your health to you and how much are you willing to invest in it? Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg on the possibilities of our product line. We have the Vitality Stack, which is Protandim NRF1 Synergizer, NRF2 Synergizer, our probiotic product, and our Omega Plus free fatty acid product. Unbelievable when you put those 4 products together. And by the way, the ProBio, the Omega Plus, and the Protandim NRF2 Synergizer have all been individually shown to optimize a normal immune system. Then we move on to Axio, powdered brain food. You take a packet of that, tear it open, pour it in a bottle of water, shake it up, chug it down, and you just gave your brain the ability to maintain and produce its own neurotransmitter balance. What does that mean to you? Focus, concentration, attention span, mood, energy. those types of things. Motivation. How many people could use that after 2 o'clock in the afternoon every day? It's called Axio, and it's powdered brain food for you. Then we have ProBio, the most amazing probiotic on the market, for 2 reasons. One is the small round shape. Small round things get through your intestines much, much quicker than big oblong things. So they get down into the large intestine where the bacteria belongs. And there's a coating on it called BioTract, so that it's not neutralized in the very acidic environment of your stomach, the way most other probiotics are. Unbelievable. 60% of the bacteria in ProBio gets down to the large intestine where it belongs and allows your microbiome to set in and optimize function. Then our Omega Plus, free fatty acid, brain building food for your brain and your cardiovascular system. It starts with pristine ocean where we get pristine fish. And yes, it's fish. And before you freak out about your last experience with fish oil where you were burping up fish taste for a few hours, we've infused this with essential oil of lemon, but we start with the purest ingredients possible so that your experience is not anything other than optimized and an optimal brain and cardiovascular function. Omega Plus, the best free fatty acid product on the market. And then we have our physique weight management line. Now, losing weight is cool, but keeping it off and being more aware of your body is even cooler. So we are physique, and look at the spelling, IQ, smart weight management. We start with a wonderfully delicious whey protein, vanilla whey protein, and then we add a prebiotic, which is a fiber source for the probiotic to make the entire microbiome more bioactive. And we also have our fat burn, citrus-based fat burn that targets specifically visceral fat. Unbelievable. And then our True Science lines are just unbelievable. Our 4-part skincare system and our 3-part hair care system, where we get down to the literally the cellular level of your face and of your hair with our 4-part skincare system so that your face is the most amazing thing people see when they see you first. And then our 3 parts hair care line, focusing on scalp. With optimal scalp health, then you can grow beautiful hair. And we have a shampoo and conditioner to go along with that. And then rounding it out with our Pet Tandem product. Capitalizing on the 7 to 1 year thing about dogs and humans. You've heard of that, but have you ever wondered where it came from? It's all about oxidative stress. Dogs have 7 times more. This deals directly with it. So you will be the best dog owner in the dog park, and your dog will love you for it. Pet Tandem, the most amazing supplement a dog can take.
Yeah, my cheeks are hurting because you've probably heard our dog running around playing with our cat, right? Well, she's definitely on Pet Tandem. She's got all that energy. But guys, there are so many stories that are being created around people using these amazing products. And these stories are so much better when we share them with other people. And that's exactly what this opportunity is designed around, is sharing stories of good news with others. So now let's talk a little bit more about the story of LifeVantage that brings this opportunity to us. We've actually been in network marketing for just over 11 years and absolutely love the opportunity it brings for people to have better wellness and the opportunity to create online supplemental income. We're headquartered in Utah, and we're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. What this means for you is that it's transparent. You can go and you can check out everything that we're saying and see that it's 100% true, and this is a 100% real opportunity for you. We are a debt-free company as of March this year, and we are governed by a board of former executives on our board of directors from companies like Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Amazon, SC Johnson, and so many more. So having these amazing products and this fabulous company, we need to make sure that we marry them together in front of the right trends, which we can tell you that never before in history have people ever been this concerned about their own health and wellness and taking ownership of it. You can actually track the dollars that are being spent and see where people's priorities are falling. Just in the last 8 years, there's been 60% plus more sales in health and wellness than other categories. As you can see here on the right-hand side, wellness category products are actually being purchased more than travel, than clothing, and even other personal care products. In this category, we actually have 6 different areas that our products fall. They are anti-aging, skincare, hair care, pet care, the energy market, and weight loss arena. I would bet that you're already spending money in at least one, if not all of these different areas, because there's already over $600 billion being spent every single year on products that fall here. What we're doing is we're giving you better options, cleaner, greener for the environment, and activating products for you. Just to kind of back up how people's priorities have really kind of shifted just in the past few years. Back in 2017, people were spending more money on cosmetics than they were in wellness products. But in just 1 year's time, that completely flipped to where wellness products are now at 32.6% and cosmetics only 25.6%, which means we are absolutely positioned in front of the right trends. So you have found the perfect model where you can create an online supplemental income from home or anywhere that you have Wi-Fi or cell service. You'll have a virtual office with very minimal business assets needed and no inventory requirements. There's a low entry cost and you get to utilize social sharing. And how about being an e-commerce business with a personal online store? You'll have the opportunity to track your daily bonuses and have so many options for travel. How about earning bonus trips, incentive trips, and making trips just to go out and help support your growing team? There's so many different opportunities.
Seriously. What you're looking at now is the annual income disclosure, because we want to make absolutely certain as a publicly traded company that you have all the decision-making tools in your hands prior to making a decision. I'm going to focus on the two gray columns here, the average monthly commissions and the column all the way to the right, the average time it takes to get there. I'm going to give you some specific examples. If you look at our Pro 3 rank, where the average person who's never done this before, in 8 months on average, can create a part-time income working from home of $600 plus per month. What would that do for your family or someone that you know? Or how about this example, our Premier Pro 5, where in 16 months on average, less than a year and a half, the average person working part-time from home can generate an income of over $3,000 per month. That's like a $37,000 to $38,000 a year raise in the next year and a half working part-time from home. How cool would that be? Or this example here, our Elite Pro 7, we're in 30 months on average, less than 3 years. The average person working from home part-time can generate an income of over $13,000 per month. That's $150,000 plus a year. That's doctor, attorney, CEO type income without the need to go to college and acquire a degree, not to mention the student loans that would take. Right. Just think of how many people do you know that would love some options like that. Look at that first gray column and just pick a number that you wouldn't mind making per month, and then look all the way to the right to see the average time it takes to get there, and then let us show you how to do your part to acquire that.
Yeah, because absolutely everyone can participate in this opportunity. We have such a low entry fee that, as a matter of fact, we all get started at the same point. It's a $50 starter pack, and then you choose which product package you want for your enrollment package. We have our silver pack for $350, gold pack for $650, and the platinum pack is $1,250. The difference in these packages is the amount of product and the amount of savings that you get on those products. This is a one-time opportunity for you to get this huge savings. When we got started in our business, we knew that we wanted to take this all of the way, which meant having the experience of taking all the products. It meant building our belief and having products to sample out and share with those people closest to us. So we absolutely chose the largest package available. But whichever package you decide to get started on, the most important decision you can make today is to get started. Yes. So you probably have this question, because most people do, and that is, can I do this? Well, we want you to know, absolutely you can. We both had this same question.
Yes, we did.
We just had to make sure and decide, do you want to be successful? Are you willing to be coachable? Will you work as part of a team and be part of a mentorship program? Because you will have everything that you need provided. You'll have a global customer and distributor support with a very easy to follow ITT system. This is where you're going to invite people to a tool and then introduce them to team members to get their questions answered the best way for them. There's regular team meetings and trainings, all focused around skill set, mindset, and how to be a great leader, as well as corporate events and trainings. Oh my goodness, the support support our complete road to success, and incentives and perks. We've already kind of mentioned some travel opportunities, but what about, monetary? We just launched again our most cash-rich promo ever. You must ask how you can participate in that. And then you'll always have the private support communities available as well. We have Facebook groups. You'll have one-on-one and group accountability Zoom sessions. And then how about having the cell phone numbers of the people that have a vested interest in helping you be a great success? You'll have all of that, plus a company with these types of accolades. So we're going to share with you some things that have hit the press about LifeVantage just since 2019, January.
Like our corporate headquarters being voted one of the best places to work for 4 consecutive years.
Yeah, and we continued expanding further into Europe by opening in Ireland.
Aaron Brockovich, the Aaron Brockovich, joined our board of directors, and this people's advocate is just an amazing addition. And if you're not familiar with Aaron Brockovich, go watch the movie called Aaron Brockovich, where Julia Roberts plays her in the lead role. This is an absolutely amazing appointment.
Yeah, she's amazing. Plus, our hair care system won a Silver Stevie Award for Best New Products. And just in the past 90 days, we were awarded 7 more amazing Stevie Awards. Go and check out what that is.
And because of our outstanding stock performance, we were voted to the Russell 3000 Index for the 2nd time.
Wow. And we continued to add to the family when we opened in New Zealand.
Well, we opened this year by ringing in an amazing New Year's bell with 2 massive announcements. First, the 2nd consecutive explosive quarter of growth. And then we brought to, just free shipping everywhere we ship product.
I promise your ears are not ringing, but we also were invited and we rang the closing bell for NASDAQ's Wellness Week at the beginning of this year. This is exactly what Times Square in New York City looked like, all colored up in Pro Tandem blue. Amazing.
It is. And because marketing is critical for the success of your business, we chose sports marketing and specifically soccer, because soccer is the most popular sport in the world. Look at that jersey. We sponsor Real Salt Lake of MLS, Major League Soccer, so that every game, every highlight is free global advertising for your business.
Yeah, and if you've ever thought about having a global business, how about being open in all of these amazing markets? Plus, we are now open e-commerce into mainland China. We just launched in Singapore for distributors and customers, and we're shipping products to biohackers in Malaysia now.
Yes. Oh, this is LifeVantage Legacy. This is the charitable arm of our company, literally the heartbeat of our company. Every time we meet as a company, some global organization and needy group of people get our time, money, effort, and resources because we can and because we care.
Yeah.
LifeVantage Legacy.
This is a heart company for sure, guys. And now I'd just really love to know what's on your heart. Where do you see yourself enjoying us here at LifeVantage? Are you ready to become a biohacking customer or distributors like Dondee and I are? Or maybe you need to see or hear some additional information. Just let the person that invited you here tonight know what you need to see or hear to make the right decision for you. If you have decided to become a customer, make sure that you ask for your personalized shopping cart and get checked out today. And if you have made the decision that you're going to join the team, we are so excited to be the first ones to say congratulations on making a phenomenal decision in taking ownership of your personal economy and your family's future. Can't wait to meet you at a future event.
Yes. And if you haven't made a decision, let me just ask you this. If we were having this conversation 3 years from today, and you were looking back on your life over those 3 years, and you were looking at your life experiences, both personally and professionally, what needs to happen for you to be happy with your progress? And lastly, what are you willing to do to achieve it? And when will you get started? Let us challenge you to get started today so that your tomorrow and every day looking forward is much more predictably profitable and in better health. We know your time is valuable. Thanks for spending it with us. Be safe and God bless.